Many people remember South America being positioned directly beneath North America. This one got me. This one really got me. Aligned vertical, intuitive. Looking at a modern map, South America sits noticeably further east. This isn't correction, it's dramatic, but it's enough to unsettle those who feel certain it wasn't always that way. I remember this being way over here directly, because it was like straight down. Straight down. It's so weird. Like none of these images even look right. I remember it being straight down.
Look at South America. South America actually looks nothing like how it is here. In fact, it is actually thousands of miles east. And you're probably thinking, well, old maps were probably just drawn differently. But no, if you look at literally any accurate map in existence, they all have South America in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Pretty crazy, right?
From my memory, Danny was absolutely correct. South America has moved approximately 1,500 miles to the east, almost exact from my memory. I mean, that's just about what it is. I mean, you're right there.
If you look on a map today, see that South America goes way, like North America is here, and South America goes way over here. It's much farther east. It starts much farther east than, well, I'm telling you that I can remember a time when maps did not look that way. I will be darned if I don't remember South America being more or less directly under North America, okay? And that's how I remember maps looking. That's how I remembered thinking of South America as just being right directly underneath. Not being directly underneath, but also way out this way. Way.
Creep on in, on in, on in.
Many people report North and South America once looking like it was more or less aligned, north and south. Turns out South America is actually 1,000 miles to the east.
People remember South America being further west than it is now. Now it seems too far east, like South United States and Mexico. People remember it being further west. It shifted east, they feel like, on the maps.
About what South America used to look like before the Mandela effect changed its position thousands of miles to the east. If you look at the history of the Comedy Central logo, you'll see that South America is not, where it is now. That's what it used to look like. My last bit of evidence is when you play the South Park video game, you see a meteorite land in South Park, and when they show you Planet Earth, this is what Planet Earth looks like. Notice South America is a lot like what a lot of us remember. It's beneath North America. It's not 1,000 miles to the east. It's beneath North America. So.
Oh, look at that. South America used to be over here, and now it's way over there, and it's so skinny. It used to be a lot bigger. So if we look at it this way, South America should be over here. It's moved quite a bit.
This is like bent now, like this. It wasn't bent like that. This was more like this. I remember because the Panama Canal was different, and Panama used to be like this. It was more up and down, more lateral. Now it's more like diagonal. Look at the Panama Canal. I mean Panama itself too. Now it's like this. It used to be like that.
Let's go to South America. So this is way too far to the east. I remember Rio being in the Eastern time zone.
Now this is what I remember. And this is the way it is today. This is the post. I'll show you the post.
Okay, like many, I remember South America being more over here. I remember it being just about right under this line of the Gulf Coast. So I was delighted to discover, boom, check this out. This is almost exactly what I remember right here. South America, the position.
A major change that looks a lot different to me is the positioning of South America to North America. My wife's from Peru. I've been here twice. And from where I live here in California, I don't remember traveling this direction. I remember more kind of at an angle here along Mexico, and my memory says that Peru was right about here. So it seems like 20, 30 degrees or so, this is all shifted. South America has shifted further over this way. Now with the changes of the continent, it looks like
South America is extremely close to Africa. It's pushed over. Here is the world as I remember it.
This is very bizarre to me. I remember South America, it was like off over here, and there's the US over here. Come down through here. This is South America, and it sits kind of way off from the US now.
Okay, South America has moved over about 1,500 miles to the east. It's barely underneath North America now, and in fact, the time zones are about 3 time zones over from where they were. Not only that, because South America has moved because it's moved so far to the east, right? So far, 1,500 miles over or so, right? Look what's happened. Central America can no longer touch the top of it. Central America now touches the west side of South America, and the Panama Canal is north and south. What? Not east and west anymore.
What the fuck did this happen? What the fuck is happening?
This happened in 2016 for me.
If they could see my face right now.
Oh, they can. I can put you on the screen share. Look at this.
What the fuck?
You sailed through there, and I've talked to other people that have gone through there.
Dude,
Now,
that's not right. Dude, listen,
Right,
Brian.
here.
Brian, I was in the U.S. Navy for a little under 10 years. I did 3 deployments in the South Pacific AOR. Central America and South America, that area where your pointer is at right now, is where I operated.
Wow.
South America is more, the whole angle is off. It's supposed to be more tilted to the left. South America is almost directly under North America. The West Coasts are almost directly even with each other.
Yep. And now, what I'll show you real quick is some old world residue that I have.
I love
this
this
shit. Discuss some other changes real quick. So check this out. So everywhere I have residue of South America underneath North America. You'll find this on all sorts of depictions. I mean, look at this. Panama Canal, east and west, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how it used to be. But that's not how it is. Now, you can pull out a Mercator map, you can pull out a Gallup Peters, you can pull out a globe, you could even pull out a flat earth map. It doesn't matter. They're all Mandela affected by this.
Like so many others, I was shocked to discover the new location of South America. In my memory, South America was about 1,000 miles further over to the west, lying directly south by southeast of the U.S., but just a little bit southeast, mainly south. I have a very personal history with this continent. I had the chance to visit and live in various parts of South America for a total of 100 days back in 2008. One of the reasons I specifically remember the continent being way over to the west, back then when I would visit a new city or country, I didn't know enough Spanish at the time to ask somebody, hey, what U.S. time zone are we currently in? So instead I would pull out my iPhone, open the map to find the city I had just arrived in, and then with my finger I would follow straight upward to see what U.S. state it corresponded with. Now, I stopped doing this after a while because I realized that it was almost always going to be central, maybe an hour off ahead or behind central time of the U.S. But I do remember Chile, for instance, being directly under Texas. So when I started looking for residue to prove my memory correct, at first the only thing I could find was this sketch that someone else had found. It's from the Monroe Doctrine, and although it's a little skewed, maybe a little crooked, it does reflect what I remember regarding the continents in their relation to one another. Finally, the best piece of residue comes from a little project called the World Map Archive. Now, this is a group that a few years ago asked a ton of people, both in person and online, people from all over the world. They were asked to draw a map of the world from their memory. The drawings were then showcased in an actual museum of sorts, and also online at their website and their Facebook page. Again, I want to be clear. The skeptics, I know that they can say, well, this just proves that a common misconception exists. But when you look at the results of these drawings, it's pretty clear that quite a few people, in fact, tons of people, remember South America being South America, right below North America. In fact, I looked through every available drawing, and I was only able to find one map that actually shows South America in its current position. All of the others, hundreds of others, all drawn from people's memories, all showed South America where I remember it, south of North America. If you come across any piece of residue in regards to South America or any other geographical changes, please leave a note in the comments below. And for anyone out there who wants to use any of this material in this video for their videos or posts, please feel free to do so. The more that we share, the more we will learn.